Good evening and welcome back to Football Manager 2024 and the London Green Save. We're back for another episode here today in the London Green Save, and we're gonna be playing just the one game. It's gonna be a big game. It's an important game. It's against Newbury Athletic, another team at the top of the pile, more or less. But the reason it is a big game because last time out we lost. We lost our first game of the season. Our first loss. After 6 games, not bad. Not bad. We've drawn a lot of games, but that was our first loss. And unfortunately, we definitely shouldn't have lost it. It was a game that we were on top. We conceded twice in the early minutes. If you haven't seen it, go back, have a watch. Good stuff. But we did end up losing despite missing a penalty, trying to throw numbers forward, having more possession, more XG, more corners, more everything. And we just couldn't end up winning. But we will try again. We will try again. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to maybe learn from that game and drop onto a positive from the beginning rather than an attacking. And then if we do start to gain momentum in the game, then we go attack and we take the game to them. This is the team for today's game. I will show you the minutes and whatnot after. But this is the team for today's game. We've got Johansson in goal. Now, he's been training very well. And Sinfield has actually been playing a lot of minutes. Now, obviously, as a goalie, the fatigue works a little bit different. You know, they're not running nearly as much as the rest. So that's why he's in there. Where's the analysis? Oh, it's top left. That's fine. That's fine. Don't worry about that. So Johansson is in. We're giving him another chance. I haven't decided to give the young Alan Jones a chance yet. So what I've actually done is I've made him available for under 18 games. I've made a lot of players who aren't getting that many minutes available for under 18 games, just to, you know, give them a chance to keep them that sharpness and keep playing, even if you know, they're not getting in the first team over here for us. Now, the back line, it's a bit of a rotation. It's a bit of a rotation. Now, the reason for that is that there were only 3 players on the selection. There we go. Took a second. Selection detail screen who had a medium load, medium match load, and it's Aaron Carlisle and Jake Evans were 2 of them. They were the 2 centre backs for the last game, so I've had to rotate out, which means that if Fanny Sunday he goes in, good headers, we like that. And Matthew Lovett, he also comes in as well. Now I was actually thinking of maybe playing Cisse instead of Lovett. Now, do I do it? You know what? I actually think I'm gonna. I'm gonna make that change, and we're gonna have the two. Well, actually, I think they're both very young. Cisse is 22, yeah, quite young, and then Sunday is 20. So yeah, it's quite a young defensive line, but mostly because they have played a lot less minutes as well. But Cisse's team conceded numbers are very good, very good. 1.15 is very nice. So hopefully he will be able to. Oh, I didn't see that. Levi Flint should not be playing. He should not be playing. Okay, well, it's going to have to be Ben Horn because Matthew Turner-Gilligan is also in trouble. So it'll have to be Ben Horn. He will have to play. So that's actually another bit of rotation before we even get into the game. And Carson is going to play on the left, and that is, again, for rotation reasons because Kaltoba played a lot of minutes, whereas John Carson's only played 90. So it's just keeping players fresh. That's all it is. Fresh, ready to go, ready to play. And of course, I also take a look at the playing time, and there's only 2 players who are concerned, Tyson Wright and Tyrese Roddick. So in they go. They're going to play this game as well. What I tend to look at with my rotation policies this season, which is something that we kind of have introduced a little bit stronger this season, is the playing time. If they're happy with it, I want to make sure that all the players are happy. The match load as well. So if they're on medium, they don't play. Unless I absolutely need to win that game, then maybe they will play. But probably for the most part, I'm just going to keep it on. If they have a medium, they go to the bench or lower. And then the minutes played as well. So you can see like Tyrese Roddick, he probably wouldn't play this game if he wasn't concerned. It would probably be another striker stepping in. But it says he's played. He says he's concerned. So despite the minutes, he's going to play. And then outside of that, it's kind of like the training rating, the performance rating, and then the average rating that they are exhibiting out on the pitch as well. So you can see for the most part, we've got a lot of greens in there, and they are in Of course, Levi Flint would be in as well, but he is not fully fit just yet. So I have to make a bit of rotation on that one. But yeah, with all this rotation, it does mean that a lot of players are getting minutes who probably wouldn't get minutes if I was just kind of overloading the first team with minutes. And it does mean that our players are able to play for more or less 90 minutes. You know, we can afford to go attacking at the end of games and really throw numbers forward, throw players at the opposition, because you know we have the fitness behind us. We have this rotation that is really working for us. And even though it's not fully translated into wins just yet, I do think it will. I do think it will. I kind of said it at the start of the season that I think that oppositions are going to drop points. Like it's almost inevitable. They are going to drop points, and we are going to get chances to move up the table. But we just got to try and make sure we take our chances when they come to us. Because that last game against Long Lane, you know, we should have won that game. We lost it, and it's not one where we've drawn. And I'm saying, we should have won that. We were 1 goal from getting a win. We should have won that game maybe 3-4-0-2. You know, they obviously scored early. So that's why that one's quite frustrating for us, because that's a game that we dominated and we played so well, but we still weren't able to get the win that we are after. So even though that is the case and that is kind of rough, we're going to move on. We're going to go again. We're going to keep going, and we're going to keep trying to get that promotion. I'm not giving up. I promise you guys. I'm not giving up, and I'm stubborn, and I will keep going until we get promoted up these divisions. It's going to take a while. I keep saying that. It is going to take a while, but I'm not giving up. Now, early doors here. Newbury are having the chances. Cisse nods it away. That's good. But they are having the chances, and we've got to try and weather this storm. I'm going to actually go for a demand more early here. Chambers whips that in. That's good. Kovenka. Oh, okay. Headers it over. Good chance. First shot of the game for us. And we'll get going. We'll get going. Well done. Johansson comes out and claims that. Now, Horn is always kind of somewhat aggressive. Kerr is frustrated by the feedback. Wow. Maybe demand more so early is a little bit harsh. Maybe we need to throw the encourage a little bit more. But you know, I am demanding more. I think we should be scoring goals and we should be taking the game to the opposition. That's good play. That's very good play. Kovenka into a good position here. Whips it in. Boom. Come on. Tyson Wright is proving that he wanted to play. He said he was concerned about his game time. That is why he is playing. I don't want anyone being worried about their game time. But of course, Tyson Wright was actually my third choice to step up from the under-18s. So the fact that he is then concerned about his game time is a little bit brazen, shall we say. But, I mean, if he's scoring goals, you can't really complain about it. And he's doing the job. You can't complain about it. And we're 1-0 up. Very happy with that. I'm going to drop a calm down just to keep things level. Keep our team kind of, you know, level-headed. Checking my mic. And good stuff from Sunday. He wins that header. And that looks like it went off, but not quite. And because you've got Rodrigue Ondo. Obviously, Charlie Embleton is the first choice. And then I picked Rodrigue Ondo to play as the second choice, more or less. Oh, great save. Oh, good save. But then he got injured. So I had to bring on Charlie Kessel. And then he got injured. So I had to bring on Tyson Wright. And then obviously Tyson Wright has come in and he said, oh, okay, I want game time. Okay, I'll give you game time. You know, if he goes out there and he scores more goals, then that's good. You know, he's got himself into a really good position and he's put the ball in the back of the net. You can't really complain. You can't really complain. And maybe at some point in the future, one of the other wingers drops back into the under-18s, but I don't think so. Once they've got some minutes, I think I want to keep them in the rotation, just because you know they've got minutes. They're part of the team now, and whether or not that was intentional or through injury or whatever, they're part of the squad. They're part of the crew. You know. Oh my word, Horn. Johansson again. He does rush out a little bit, doesn't he? He does rush out. I mean, I'm telling him to, but maybe a little bit too much. Okay, I'm going to go for a demand more again. Johansson makes a lovely save that time. And we're going to look at the... I mean, look at it. Okay. Okay. It happened last time. It looks like it's happening again. Where, because of our slower tempo, because of our kind of direction being a little bit short, good. Oh, Kavenka, you can't be missing that one. Because of that, it's almost like we get a chunk of possession, but we don't do a lot with it. So I think I might have to move the tactic a little bit more direct, a little bit higher tempo, and be able to kind of maybe take advantage of the fact that I think a lot of our squad are better than the opposition squads. That's a cracking ball. That's a great ball. That is it for Tyson Wright. What a goal. He has now scored a second in this game, and he is telling me, I want minutes. Give me minutes, and I will give you goals. And look at that ball as well. That's a lovely pass. It's just everything about that goal is very nice. And I did ask for more direction, and they have given me it. So let me drop them a praise. 2-0 up. And at the moment, this game is very much under our control. Now, are the changes that we made, you know, going to positive rather than attacking, and upping the tempo a little bit earlier in the game, you know, is that what's doing it? I don't know. I can't really ever... Oh, that's close. I can't really ever claim that the changes I make are actually good, useful changes, but we're 2-0 up, you know, and that's all I can really ask for at the minute. Good save. And he gathers it well. Good. Well done, Johansson. Lovely stuff. And I like the green ratings across the board here. That's very nice indeed. Curran's going to send it out wide. Wright will chase it, but not be able to get there. That's a bit of a waste pass. You know, wasteful passer. Not a good pass. So maybe Curran will get himself, you know, get his head back on and play a bit of a better. But that's a great pass in, and so is that from Kovenka. Out to Wright, the danger man. Going to whip it in? No, he's going to go back. Carson, he does whip it in. No one gets there. And the Newbury defender decides to nod it out for a corner rather than worry about the strikers around him. Carson, that's a great ball. And Kerr kind of has a bit of a stab at it, a bit of a wild whack at it. And we've committed too many fouls. I mean, we've committed only one more foul than the opposition, so I don't think it's too many fouls. We've got to get stuck in. We've got to compete for the ball. That's good. Chambers finds Wright again. That's another good combination. We will get the corner from it. Chambers, just whip this one in, lad. You got Sunday in there. You've got good headers of the ball in there. Chambers back to Wright. Wright, have a go if you want. Oh, hits the post. Very close to a hat-trick in the first half. Would you believe it? That would be something. Yes. Oh, that's lovely play. Maybe back in the middle. Yes, Chambers. Kovenka, find a middle pass. Find a middle pass. He shoots himself. I don't mind that. You know, we're 2-0 up. Have a go. Kovenka are on a 7.8 right now. Wright on an 8.3. Chambers, of course, basically everyone who got an assist or a goal shoots up into the green match rating. But also Johansson doing really, really well at keeping the goals out. He's looking very good as well. Cisse doesn't do well with the first header, but he does gather it nicely. Eventually, Newbury get the ball and they move it up the right-hand side. But cross is blocked or pass is blocked. Corner ball. And we've only got a minute or so before the break, so I'm just going to call for an encourage here, just to keep the team going before the break. And Johansson does so well, and that's another really good gather. And I would hope that would bump his rating up from a 7.1, bump it all the way up even 7.2, 7.3. Lovely stuff. Tyson Wright playing so well. Possession is the name of the game, and at the moment we are all over them on that. Everyone's happy. And I don't think there's any need to make any changes here because we've rotated the team in a very nice way. And we'll wait until later on to make any rotation changes. But at the moment, 2-0. We're going to get another win. It's just whether or not the guys can keep going. I'm going to call for another encourage, I think. Just keep them going, keep them happy, keep those smiling faces at the bottom of your screen there. Because we want to well, we want to get another goal, get another 2, get another 3, just pile on the pressure. Oh, there's a yellow card for Cisse, so that will probably be one of the changes we make, just because a yellow card to a centre-back is, you know, not great. Why we got a red? Frustrated. Well, I'm giving you encouragement. I'm saying keep going, lad. You're doing well. Oh, no, okay. They're all happy at the minute, but we've got to get out to the man there. Good block. Good block. Okay. I'm going to drop us onto the extended highlights because we're sitting pretty at 2-0 at the minute. And Horn actually jumped up to a 7.0 and then dropped back down, which is unfortunate because I would very much love our entire team to be at 7.0s and above. It means that we're playing well as a unit. But in fact, it's obviously not just a unit of 11. You know, it's a unit of 20, 25. That's a bad pass. Big squad. Rotating and making sure that we have more than just the first 11. That's good defense, but the pass does get away, and eventually, I mean, Pennington looked like almost offside, but the ball comes in. It's a bit frustrating there, so I'm going to go for a bit of a demand more here. I don't like that we've given away that goal a little bit cheaply when they haven't created all that much. You know, we've created more than them. Our XG is pretty similar. They've got more shots on target, but we've got the chunk of possession. And I think, oh, okay, I'll let this play out before I make my changes. Curran whips it in. Going to come out to Sunday, back to Kovenka. Whips it, Sunday's there. No! Oh, my word. How was that missed? Oh, my word, that was a chance. That was a chance to make it 3-1 and really, really kind of take this game away. That's not great. Not great at all. Okay, Chambers. I don't think I want to take Chambers off, I'll be honest. I'm going to bring on Woods. But see, Roddick's actually fine on his conditioning. It's not that bad. Fortunately, I think it's got to be Chambers, and it's got to be for John Howard, but he does not really play in that DM position all that much. So what I think I'll do is I'll just bring Kerr back as well. He'll also sit on a defend. Howard will go onto a deep-lying playmaker defend. He'll probably enjoy that role a little bit more. We'll drop into a bit of a standard 4-2-3-1, not my kind of asymmetric kind of snaking midfield. And do I drop? No, I don't think I want to drop us to anything else. I'm gonna go for a demand more here. Just at the end of the game, you know, it's 2-1. It should be 3-1. Sunday definitely should have put that one away. So a little bit annoying that we didn't end up going 3-1 there, but there's still plenty of time to get a third goal and really take control of this game. And that's good play. That's really good play. Kovenka. Well, he doesn't send it, and then he does. I think Roddick is quite offside, I'll be honest. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a great finish, but he was, I think, maybe a yard or two offside there. So I wasn't going to celebrate that one early and then get burned for it. Corner ball, good. Okay, let's get a bit of the time wasting going. Because there's only, what, 5 minutes maybe? Depends how many minutes added time there is, but there's not going to be that much. Wright is playing well, but Kovenka's actually beating him on the rating here. Good ball in. Sunday will chase it back. It gets nodded back. Carson to the back post. Brathwaite. Oh, unlucky. Unlucky indeed. Very close now. We are, yeah, look, 3 minutes to go. 2 minutes on the clock. We've just got to defend here. Stop that cross. Okay, Carson takes the foul, but that's not so bad. It'll waste a little bit of time here. You can see it's actually wasted nearly 15, 20 seconds. They whip it to the back post. We nod it away, and now let's get those lines up. Get up, get up, get up. Get to them. That's really good from Roddick. I like that right at the end of the game. And that's also very, very good from number 8, which is Curran. And time is now up, so we've just got to get through. There we go. Come on. Come on, lovely stuff. We won that game in the first half, and we saw it off in the second half. Of course, they did get 1 goal back. Wasn't really that much wrong with that performance, though. You know, one mistake led to a goal. But we were the better side. We get the win. And I'm very, very happy with how we played in that game. Anxious. Olafsson's anxious. Interesting. But everyone else are very, very happy. Probably because he didn't come on and could have. You know, I could have brought him on. But I decided not to because I didn't really want to take Curran off. I wanted to bring Chambers off for the conditioning reason, for the rotation reason. But Olafsson as a DM, I don't really think I want to play him as a DM. So in a way, having Olafsson and Howard on the bench together is probably, you know, not needed. You know, you've got two lads doing the same job in a way. Howard is also on because he covers the wings. So maybe having a Mwanda or a Cutbush or, you know, a Reski, one of our other centimeter DMs in there. Now let's, oh my word, 5-5. What the heck is that? That's crazy. What was so it was 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, 3-1, 3-2, 3-3, 4-3, 4-4, 5-4, 5-all. That's bonkers. Oh my word. Oh my word. Okay, so Hanwell beat Acton. Hanwell are just above us, but they've also got game in hand. That's good for them. Acton are a little bit lower down, only on 5 points, so they're not having the best time of it. Brentham, of course, there's a draw in that one. The Bromleyans got a win in their game, sees them rise up to second behind Long Lane. We got a win, which is brilliant. We go up to 8th. Newbury are knocked down. Very nice. And Lewisham drew with Samurai, which is very helpful. That's great. A team in the relegation zone taking points off of a team above us. Very good. And then obviously Camden and Elmstead. Camden above us. Elmstead taking points off of them. Very nice. Good, good, good. We'll hit that continue. And then I will also have to show you 2 fixtures that happened in the week but before this game. Our game was on a Wednesday. There were 2 games on the Tuesday, which I'm going to show you real quick. In the competition screen, go to the fixtures, and it's these 2 games here, where Tower Hamlets beat Peckham. Brilliant, taking points off the teams above us. They've already beaten Long Lane as well, don't forget. So they're beating the top teams, and Pitshanger taking points off of Long Lane, 2 points. Very, very good stuff. So this episode, really, it couldn't have gone much better, if I'm being honest. The only thing I'm kind of worried about is the Bromleyans, because they look very strong. Even though we got a draw against them, they look very strong, you know, and they are paying their players. They're a professional team. They're paying their players a lot more money than we can afford. So we're going to have to watch out for them. But like I say, I do believe they are going to drop points at some point. And when that happens, we've got to be there. Oh, my word. It's happened. It's happened. We've lost our first player. Oh, okay. Now, Daniel Woods. He played for us 3 times this season. He scored just the 1 goal. That is, well... That's not great, you know. That's not great. We've lost a player already, but we do have, you know, we've got to accept that is part of the game of these lower levels, that we are going to lose players. And what we'll do is we'll add him to the shortlist. The shortlist is not that many players right now. In fact, it's 3 players right now. Dan Costello, look at that. There's a striker I was looking at bringing in. Determination's a bit low, teamwork's a bit low, but the finishing is high. I don't think I could afford him. I think that was the problem, because that is a lot of money. And then also, Ada Traore, another centre-back with terrific jumping reach, good bravery, good determination, good teamwork. Good player all around. Good player all around, to be fair. But we don't really need to bring him in just yet. And the fact that we did sign Alex McSkeen means that we do have, you know, a replacement to go into that position, sub number 5 position. But yeah, that'll be it from me today, guys. I'll leave the table on there so you can have a good look at that. We got our 2nd win. Very, very good stuff. Thank you for watching, and I shall catch you next time.